Have you ever gained 2 to 5 pounds overnight and you got really worked up because you thought that you gained body fat? Hi, I'm Dr. Allie, an obesity medicine physician, and today I'm going to share with you how sometimes your weight can fluctuate and it doesn't have to be body fat that's making your weight fluctuate. Okay, now there's a lot of different reasons why this may happen overnight. Today, I am going to focus on one reason. Okay, and the reason I'm going to focus on today is it has everything to do with how our muscle stores glycogen. Okay, so I'm going to do an experiment. Okay, so I'm using my little vitamins as my glycogen. Okay, so muscle capacity, right? It's going to store glycogen from the food we eat. Okay, so for every gram of glycogen that the muscle stores, it brings with it 3 grams of water. Okay, so let's say that you're, eating a little bit of glycogen. It's going to bring 3 more grams of water with it, and that's how it's stored in the muscle. Okay, so depending on what your nutrition looks like that day, let's just say that you're storing more glycogen that day, you're going to store more water. That is why sometimes you're going to have some pretty significant fluctuations in your weight. And we're not talking about body fat. We're talking about most of it being glycogen and water. Now, here's the really cool thing. Somebody who's very heavily muscled. So now look, here's our mini muscle. Here's our heavy muscle. Look, there's more storage capacity here. Okay, so somebody with this amount of muscle, maybe they're hungrier because they're requiring more food. Okay, so maybe they're eating more carbohydrates, more nutrition. So let's say that they eat a good load. They're eating a bunch that's allowing glycogen to get stored. They're bringing with it a ton of water. So somebody that's heavily muscled might have the ability to store, a good amount of additional weight that is not at all body fat. Okay, so keep this in mind when you're starting to look at the numbers on the scale, if you are using a scale, and start to realize that these fluctuations are going to be normal. So if you're going to use the scale, that's okay. But let's just go ahead and realize that the numbers we're seeing don't tell the whole story. All right, stick around for more tips because I'm telling you, I'm going to help you to have a whole different way to look at what we weigh. All right, my friends, talk to you soon.